First Warning MMA Report is joined by Devon, the Pitbull Seitz. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us tonight.
Absolutely, no problem, man.
Cool. As always, we take some time to thank our sponsors: Andy Mack's Sports Fishing and Guide Service, Boston's Pizza, Heidledge Masonry, Jackson Yard Care, you have the right to a beautiful yard, and Kiss My Fist Medco, the absolute hardest hitting edibles on the planet. So thanks for joining us tonight. Tell us a little bit about your combat sports background and how you got into MMA.
Let's see. I started back in 2012. Did it for a good year or so. Trained a little bit. I mean, I really didn't get too deep into training. And then I took good 5 years off. Went back last year in January. Ended up going back and went to the Muay Thai Blast over there in Fitchburg. Had my first couple of fights there. It's where I got my amateur title and my first couple of fights. And then from there, I went to Chosen Few. The biggest thing with me getting into MMA was I grew up 3 sisters, 2 brothers. I was the youngest. They always beat the crap out of me, and started wrestling in 7th grade, and I think that's what really sold it on me. After 7th grade, I kind of had already known that, because I was kind of an aggressive kid, you know. I was just getting, I wouldn't say I got picked on all the time, but being a small guy, people, you know, would try to push you around, and I didn't really take that too lightly. So all in all, I mean, I just wanted to do MMA, man. That's pretty much what it comes down to, especially after wrestling. I needed something to do after high school, keep myself out of trouble. So this is what I turned to.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a good way to keep out of trouble for sure. I know when I started training, it kind of humbles you a little bit. And
oh yeah, definitely humbles you for sure.
So you mentioned this too a little bit. You made the switch over to Chosen Few a few fights ago. And tell us what that change has been like, and what made you think that going to Chosen Few was the right move?
Actually, they're all so cool over there, man. I wanted to make the change. It was a training partner thing at first, you know, over there. Take nothing from the Muay Thai Blast. It's a great gym to go to, but they just didn't have the training partners that I needed for the MMA aspect of it. You know, the cage fighting aspect of it. But the training partners, everyone's so cool over there. Their gym is nice. Definitely one of the better looking gyms around. You know, the facility's great. I wasn't so sure about how the coaches were, you know, because it was going to be my first time meeting them. But I love all my coaches. Kane, you know, Damien, all of them, John, Troy. They're all phenomenal coaches. In my opinion, some of the best coaches around here. Sparring as well. I didn't spar a whole lot over there. And actually, my first fight against Rodney was some of my first few times really getting in there and sparring a lot and really, you know, figuring out what I could take or what I could do and what I was capable of too. But yeah, and just knowing that they're all savages over there. They work, man. You know, their background. They put the work in, and those were the kind of people I wanted to surround myself around. And it's been amazing, man. I love it there. So I would encourage anyone to go there if they really wanted to get into it. So
excellent. Yeah, I know I've wanted to get over there and check out the place for a little while here. So hopefully sometime in the next few weeks we'll get over there, take a look,
yeah,
take a look around.
Absolutely, man. Great facility.
So you're making your professional debut. It's less than a week away now, this coming Saturday. How are you feeling leading up to that fight?
So as you know, like I fought 155 for as long, you know, when I started my career, even back in 2012, I fought 155. The weight, I was worried about the weight cuts because the first time I fought, I cut from 210 to 155, and then I kind of lowered my weight, and then I started cutting down. Well, now going into my pro career, I was a little worried about cutting to 145 because I weighed 185 pounds, 190 pounds, you know, what, 9 weeks ago. So, and the weight cut has been amazing. But I feel the best I've ever felt by far. I'm lighter on my feet. The weight cut is going great. I have no complaints at all. My energy levels are higher. Sucking down a lot of water. Cardio's great. Cardio's great. That was one thing I was worried about was my cardio, cutting all that weight. But I started earlier. Did it a lot differently. Listened to my coaches, and I feel I've never. Let's put it this way: I've never felt this good ever.
That's
And
good.
it's just crazy to me because there was so much weight, and I was worried about it. Now I'm just like, yeah, let's go. I'm ready. So feeling great, man.
Excellent. Yeah, maybe it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise then. Maybe you're better cut out for 145.
Yeah, I don't know, but hey, I'm rolling with it.
Excellent. Yeah, we know you got power at 155, so obviously if you can carry that down to 145, that's just
and that's the thing. I don't feel like I've lost any strength.
good.
Not even a little bit. So
Excellent.
that's a plus. Gain some
Absolutely.
speed though. Definitely gain
yeah.
some speed. So
Absolutely.
that's a plus too.
That's awesome. Obviously you kind of mentioned it a little bit. Your opponent is one that you know pretty well. You've already fought him at amateur ranks, obviously, on the LFA card in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And that fight was very, very close, about as close as you get for a fight. Do you feel like you won that first fight?
Oh, absolutely, man. I won that fight. I think if you talk to a lot of people, pretty much everyone that was there, I think they'd feel the same way. There might be a few people who didn't, but if you watch that fight, man, I didn't lose that fight. But I'm not going to take anything from Rodney either. That it was scored the way it was scored. No excuses. I'll take my loss and I'll move on. But I'm coming back for redemption. So I'd say watch out.
Awesome. Yeah, we're really looking forward to that one. It's gonna be a good one for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And what changes have you made for this fight to make sure that you get the W in this one?
To be honest, I mean I haven't changed a whole lot. I want to be more myself. Focus on what I've worked on through camp. A big one is not be so hesitant. The first fight I was, it would have been my first camp through Chosen Few when I really started sparring. I wasn't comfortable on my feet. I'd say I'm a totally different fighter than when I fought him last. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna set stuff up, feints, throw with my hands, set takedowns up, whatever it is I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna get it done. So there's not really too much I'd really change, to be honest. Just to focus and be myself. Fight my fight. A little bit more pressure. Just it is what it is. But no doubt I'll get that W. I have no doubt in my mind.
Awesome. And a normal day of training for you, leading up to this fight, what does a normal day of training look like for you?
So through the winters I do concrete, so through the winters I'm laid off. So I ended up working out nice. I've been putting in 2-a-days, so I get up nice and early. I'll lift a lot, I'll do 1 to 2 hours depending on how I'm feeling. A lot of cardio. My cardio is absolutely on point. I'll run 3 to 5 miles a day, shadow box, at least 3 5-minute rounds. After that, I'll get home, rest a little bit, chill out, hang out with my dogs, my Pitbulls. Gotta have the Pitbulls. And then I'll go to practice depending on what day it is. Mondays are MMA. That starts at 6, about hour and a half long. Wednesdays I'll do MMA, and then I'll have strength and conditioning. Saturdays I spar, and then Sundays I have strength and conditioning. So I don't really take any days off, and I go 2 days a week. So like I said, I'm feeling great.
Awesome.
The best I've ever felt.
Excellent. That's good too. It's going to be a good fight between two guys that are in very good shape. So
oh yeah, yep.
It's going to be a great one.
Yep.
And what made now the time to turn pro?
Honestly, I just feel I'm ready, man. I feel like I'm at the point in my life, I'm 27 years old. It's show up, show out, get it done. It's time to start my professional career, and I really think that, especially training over at Chosen Few and being with the killers that are there, I can really take this somewhere and do something with it, and especially at 145, the way I feel now, we're gonna do some big things. So I'm pretty stoked. So glad
Awesome.
to be going pro.
Awesome. That's gonna be fun to watch for sure. And you have one of the better fan bases in the Midwest, from what I've seen. How excited are you to be making your debut in Madison in front of your hometown crowd?
Oh man, I'm stoked. It's a blessing to be able to do that, because a lot of guys, they really don't have that opportunity to pro debut in their hometown. Especially in front of like all them people. I sold a lot of tickets. I sold a lot more than I have in the past. That's the thing. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be loud. The support is always so unreal. Everyone buys my T-shirts. Everyone is there. Everyone's on their feet. We got a bunch of little gadgets for this fight that people are going to be light up sticks, all this stuff. So they're very loyal, the loyal fan base. So I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that they go home knowing that they got their money's worth. They know I'm a winner. And even if the case was I was a loser, I know that they're so loyal to the fact that it doesn't matter, But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not happening.
Yeah.
That is not gonna happen. So I'm pretty excited. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I know that last Chosen Few card, it was pretty much deafening when you came out. So
Yep. That's the way I like it.
So you mentioned some of the killers you got over at Chosen Few. Who have been some of your main training partners getting you ready for this fight?
Honestly, dude, they're all they're all amazing. Everyone brings something different to the table, whether it's wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu, it doesn't matter. So there really hasn't been any specific training partners. I get in work with literally everyone. So it doesn't matter who it is, But yeah, and there's a lot of elite wrestlers there too. So the wrestling game's on point, the striking point's on, everything's good to go. But the fact that, there is that many guys there that can bring something different to the table, it will change someone who wasn't a well-rounded fighter into a well-rounded fighter pretty quick. So that's another plus with that gym, They got and the guys, they're not only trying to make themselves better, but a lot of them, dude, they're about you too. They, if they see something that they think that you should do, or if they want to, okay, you do this, you do that. They're just, everyone's helpful. Everyone just plays their part, and phenomenal teammates, phenomenal coaches. I love being there, man. So
awesome. You who's going to be in your corner for that fight?
I would assume Alex Gilpin and Kane Rizzo. I would assume. I like having them two in my corner. Damien, he'll probably be right there too. I just love having them guys around. They're smart. They know what they're doing, and they know how to keep me calm. And yeah, I like it a lot. So I like them a lot. So absolutely.
Here's kind of a different question for you too. What's it like being in there with how loud the crowd is? We talked about that, and you got your corners trying to yell out commands, or what they want you to do. How do you separate their voices from that, from how loud it is in there?
I've actually had this conversation with a lot of people, and the fact of the matter is I don't hear anyone in the crowd. Like, everyone says it's so deafening, it's so loud, and it's like, yeah, really? I didn't know that. I assume because everyone's there, I know how many tickets I sold, but I don't hear it, and it's weird. And my corners, they talk calmly, and I hear them. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I hear their voices all the time. I don't know what it is. I don't know how loud they're screaming, but they sound like they're talking calm. But you can just hear them. It's weird. It's something you'd have to experience, man. Like I really couldn't explain it. I don't really hear the crowd too much. I hear my coaches, so which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, are there any sponsors, training partners, friends, family, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I actually got my sweatshirt right here with all my sponsors, and I'll read them off. Let's see, Allen Custom Flatwork, Bridges Bar and Grill, CF Performance, Rook. He's my strength and conditioning coach. He got me whipped into shape, so I want to give him a shout out. Give a shout out to all my coaches, Troy, Kane, Damian, John. They're all great coaches, so I just would like to thank them, and I would like to thank Josh Cherry too for putting on this event and being so cool. But yeah, M&J's Bar and Grill, 510 Graphics, Payne's Pub, Seitz Towing, PS Monkey Business, Suitors Speed Shop, Best of Wisconsin Shop, and State Line Paving, Kicking Asphalt. And then there's a few new ones that I got, but I apologize to them. I don't really remember, but they all help me out a lot. Training for free, equipment, stuff like that. So it's great. It's good to go.
Excellent. Good deal. Sounds like you got some good people in your corner. Is there anywhere that they can find you on social media, Facebook, Instagram?
Oh, like really Facebook. My Instagram is Seitz155. My Facebook, you just have to search me on Facebook. It's just Devon Seitz. I don't really do the social media thing. I mean, I do Instagram and Facebook, but other than that, that's another thing I'm gonna have to get on. I'll make a fan page and stuff like that, and we'll get all that set up. And I'll be sharing that on Facebook. So just add me on Facebook, add me on Instagram, and follow my career. I can assure you it's gonna be a successful one. And I just appreciate my fans. I appreciate you guys for interviewing me and stuff. So it's appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Once you get that set up, just let us know, and we'll give you a share on our page too, and get a little bit hopefully get you some extra likes out there.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it.
Perfect, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time out, and can't wait till Saturday night and watch you throw down.
Yep, absolutely. No problem, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Not a problem, man. All right, man. Take it easy.
Yep, you too.
All right.